Peace and blessings, butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you enjoy the content, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. As you can tell by the title of the video, guys, I will be discussing some gang stalking methods that are used against a targeted individual, which I feel are God's chosen ones. And I'm pretty sure that many of you guys are aware of the fact that you are being targeted. I'm pretty sure that you understand what a targeted individual is. But I also hope you guys, within the same breath, understand how dangerous it is to be targeted and how important it is to know as much information as you can to protect yourselves. So I just want you guys to know that it's a very big deal. And it's not just from physical disputes that you've had from people, in a physical realm, people that you've had disputes with, or people that may just envy you or be jealous of you for no reason or see you as a threat. It's deeper than that. It's a spiritual thing, and these people are just being used because they're already committing evil acts and they're vibrating at a low level with Satan. So they're just easy to be used to carry out this war that has been used against you ever since you were born, and even before you were born. So guys, we all know that a targeted individual is someone who is harassed regularly and they're placed under surveillance 24/7. And this can be by strangers, neighbors, families, friends, partners, managers, and co-workers, anyone. And the individuals that are responsible for this type of harassment are known as gang stalkers. And I always talk about gang stalking on this channel, so I know that you guys are used to hearing that word. But they will always harass and continue to harass the chosen targets within their community, as well as continuing to harass the targets as soon as they move to another city or state. And this also lets you know that this has a lot to do with demonic energy and body snatching as well. They use various methods to intimidate and manipulate the target, as well as try and cause mental instability. And that brings me to talk about one of the methods that are used, and that is psychological manipulation. This is considered as a social influence strategy, and it is designed to change the actions and perception of the target. This is taking place by the gang stalker being deceitful, underhanded, and even abusive, guys. This is where they try to get the target to submit to certain behaviors and actions and beliefs. They try to get them to change themselves morally, try to, take all of their values away and pretty much become desensitized to the evil things that are going on around them. Even the gang stalker even go as far as to, at this point, to get the target to try and participate in a lot of evil acts. And once the target refuses, this is where a lot of the deceitful and abusive behavior takes place, as well as gaslighting, predatory gang stalking tactics, even V2K harassment as well. And the motives behind this, guys, is for the gang stalker to gain power and authority over the target. And they also usually have a strong need to feel in control over something or someone. That's why these people are usually really demanding and aggressive in their behavior once they make it overtly clear that they're harassing you. It could also be for their own selfish reasons or personal advancements. When I mean by personal advancement, they could even either get some type of monetary gain or even some type of recruitment in their program or organization in which they're involved in. And last but not least, and this is probably the most simplest of all, but I feel is the most deceitful of all. And this is because they're bored with their own life and they just get a kick out of ruining someone else's. They get a sense of entertainment out of watching someone else suffer. And to me, that's worse than all the other motives, because although the other motives are nowhere near being credible, this one is just, I don't know, for some reason it's just the lowest to me. But a covert tactic actually takes place too, guys, within the psychological manipulation stage of gang stalking. And this is when a criminal offense usually takes place, such as financial manipulation. And you know how someone comes into the life of an elderly person that has a lot of money, and they pretend to be very caring to that person just in the hopes of gaining wealth when that person passes away. Or it also can mean when a family that is well off financially becomes unexpectedly targeted by someone in hopes to gain that person's financial assets. They may try and hold a family member ransom or something like that, blackmail, just, different types of covert tactics just to get that person to break and give them what they want. Also, the manipulation is not only taking place from the gang stalker to the target, but it's also manipulation that is being spread to the community. And this is like a hate train towards the target that is being developed by the gang stalker due to them spreading false allegations and rumors about the target individual in the community. And the main purpose of this, guys, the main purpose of the entire gang stalking program, let me say that, is designed to manipulate the target's life entirely in order to control their life, their every move. And one way of them doing so, guys, is to convince the community to hate and manipulate the target as well, as much as they do. So they feel that, and they really do this when they feel like them themselves cannot outsmart or persuade you in any kind of way. This is when they start trying getting large numbers of people to participate in the harassment, feeling that it will greaten the chances of the target breaking under the conditions. And the fact that the selected targets, guys, are chosen, community gang stalking leads me to talk about the Bible, where our Heavenly Father Yahweh explains how He will be with those who are being targeted in the last days. So just know that God is with you and is protecting you during this warfare. It's a reason why you're being targeted. It's the reason why you're being hated. And it's because you belong to the Most High and they see the light around you. In Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, God says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you before you were born. I sanctified you and I ordained you a prophet to the nations." He knew you, and the demons and Satan in the dark kingdom knew you as well. They knew you were going to be a threat before you came out of your mother's womb. Therefore, you have been targeted their entire time. Probably wondering why you went through so much in your childhood. Wondering why things always went left when you were trying to be a stand-up person. And this is because Satan and his demons have been trying to knock you off of your path since day one. But the Lord has a plan, and he already picked you before you were brought here. So he has a plan for you to complete your purpose automatically. And guys, you know, his angels knew us as well. And they also have access to the books of heaven. And that includes the time that we live to the time that we depart from this earth. And they also knew who we were going to be conceived through, our parents, our mothers and fathers. They knew that as well. So the fact that the Most High has the last word in this, it automatically lets you know that Satan has no power. He only has, him and his minions only have the power that we give them. And a large part of this has a lot to do with the people that we let into our lives as well. The chosen ones are the ones who, just like other babies in their mother's womb, they were unaware too of the dangers of this world. You know, not knowing that we're under spiritual warfare, not knowing that there were dark things that take places behind the scenes that can, and most certainly does, affect what we go through in the physical realm. The chosen ones instead are awakened to the truth, and they also were picked by God to awaken others. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's why you're hated. That's why you're persecuted against. That's why your name is slandered, dragged through the mud. That's why you're abused, you're stolen from, you're taken advantage of, because you're constantly being attacked by these demons, because they're trying to break you, control you, and condition you to keep you from living out your purpose. But I'm here to tell you that they have no power over the Most High. Not at all. But in reality, guys, as far as the times we're living in right now, humanity is at serious risk every day. And it's been this way before we were even born. And this is due to the planned strategies and programs to destroy us, period. God's chosen ones, the people who believe in him, the people who chose to work with his army and not Satan's army. Gangstalking is one of the main weapons, guys, that they use against us. It's one of the main weapons that they use against us. So, no weapons formed against us shall prosper in the name of our Heavenly Father. And I feel with great obedience to the Most High and trying to live a righteous life and stay away from any type of iniquity or people who's just willingly committing evil acts. And no one's perfect, but all in all, we know the people to stay away from. We know the life that we should be living. And with that, it will diminish a lot of the demons and the darkness and the acts of gangstalking in our lives. So I wanted to come through and discuss these methods with you guys so you can understand the different ways that they try to condition and control us. And I hope that this video really helps someone, and I hope that it resonates. I really love you guys so much. Continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. And until the next video, peace and blessings.